Welcome to Zelda Speed Runs. We have for you game one of the semifinals for season 7 of the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard Tournament between Alexis and MorceauLion. On tracking, we have Lady Draco and Blue Roses, and I'll pass it over to our commentary team of Chuckles and Okishi. Take it away, you two.
Yo, good morning.
Let's go.
We've got ourselves a semifinals match. Number 9 seed Alexis versus number 44 seed MorceauLion. Yo, this is we've got a week of semifinal matches. Actually, we just had one a couple days ago. Then we have this one today, and they've actually scheduled game 2 on Thursday. So we may possibly find out a finalist this week.
Yeah. Hey, Oak. Hey, chat. Welcome, everyone. This is going to be a great match. This is the first of the semi-final. Like you said, really coming to the tail end of this tournament now. MorceauLion was the second grinder after Icola. We're now on the third generation of grinder in Hyper Obsession. But more so, last season was completely grinding this out and then kind of went away for a bit and is back now. And Alexis has just been around for ages. Like, I was actually, when me and Mel did our predictions a long time ago, I was like, wow, Alexis, Challenge Cup winner and then main tournament winner, that'd be some trophy cabinet to have.
Yeah, no, those are definitely some, oh gosh, yeah, that would be insane. Well, in the last 34 races that these two have seen each other, no 1v1s, by the way. But Alexis coming on top 22 of the 34 times, and MorceauLion coming up 12 of the 34 times. And let's take a look at the settings that we have rolled for us today. It looks like we've got Door of Time closed, we've got Trials are set to on, and we've got free chicken, or one chicken, and beans planted.
Yeah, so what's great is that the influence of Closed Door and Trials would mean is the influence to our path hints. But we start with Song of Time, so there's not going to be any Door of Time because we have it already. So we're only going to get trial hints influencing our path hints today. And yeah, we'll probably see, it's going to be vanilla child start. So we'll start at Kakiri Forest. We'll probably see a bit of Midas House, Lon Lon Ranch, Song from the Forest, and then maybe just go adult.
Yeah, no, that Song of Time, the Song of Time start is definitely like, so sometimes when you practice Door of Time closed and you roll a seed and you get Door of Time or Song of Time to start with, sometimes you roll again. Sometimes, but in this case, there is no re-rolling. This is what we're working with. We do start child, so we're gonna be able to go adult right away, but probably not before we see a nice child opener. We also start with the Shadow Medallion, so there's potential here that we only need to do 5 dungeons, but with those trials, we have 3 trials turned on, and we're going to get hints for those throughout the seed.
Yeah, we could have a bit of a jet today. There we go. I said the J word already.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be a jet. We've got pre-planted beans, so like beans are everywhere. It's only 1 chicken, so we're not going to orphan chickens. So yeah, let's crack on.
Well, it looks like we're starting. Oh my goodness! Right away, the hover boots.
Oh wow!
We got the hover boots.
I'm massively behind. Let me refresh.
Maybe it's unsynchronized on my end because it just synchronized. We got the hover boots.
It's the hover boots. Okay.
Okay, yeah, let me refresh because I think that was just on my end. I promise I'm looking at the right screen.
Okay, Hover Boots, Mirror Shield from Midos, and nothing from the Kakiri Sword Chest.
Yeah, honestly, getting the hover boots early, like, there's so many different ways to save time using the hover boots, and getting them right away, we may be able to see those today.
Yeah, it's kind of like a nice movement item. We could see some Goron City Maze shenanigans. We might see, nice to pick up the song in Fire DMC. So yeah, that's nice to have, but the mirror shield's kind of useless at the moment.
Yeah, especially if we get a stone spirit. But I mean, I guess the only thing that you could about the mirror shield is, yay, you don't have to go buy a shield potentially. Yeah, it's not Dungeon ER, so you don't need a shield.
Okay, Alexis and Morso are going to do the Lon Lon Ranch play, so they'll get to the back of Lon Lon Ranch and save quit back to Kakira Forest and probably do the Child Forest song after that.
I mean, how do you feel about this kind of opener here? I have my own thoughts about this, but like going Lon Lon Ranch before clearing out Lost Woods, how do you feel about that?
This was the League Season 2 meta when we had vanilla spawns and people would do this quite early. You would go and grind the rupees on the bridge and come back here so you could buy sticks because you didn't start with sticks in those ends.
Oh.
So it's kind of like back to... I think this is fine. I actually think this is the better way of doing it than the other way of doing it. You never know if you're going to pick up a bomb bag. You never know where you're going to pick up Sarias at this point, and it's going to be helpful.
Yeah, I don't want to go back. Please keep the sticks and nuts.
Having
a regrind nose, no thank you.
I think, honestly, anything that allows you to get out of the bridge scrub after falling down, you don't want to climb back up and walk out that way. So if you can pick up something that allows you to, you know, get a good warp song or something like that, it'll be good.
Yeah, I always, I actually like this opener mainly because, what if you find Saria's song and you could just knock out Skull Kid while you're along the way? It makes getting that scrub over there, but looks like we're gonna get a Storms instead, which is also good.
I think.
Yeah, I don't mind the Storms there because at least you get another hint and a possible another check when you go back in the Kokiri Forest.
Yeah, somehow you're ahead again. Yeah, because even I hadn't seen the storms.
Oh my goodness! All right, let me refresh again.
It's all right. Just remember that you're 5 seconds behind. In front Steven. All right, where are you now? Where are the runners at the moment?
Alexis is back walking and about to go into the. Right now, just open the door.
Okay, right. We're at the same spot. That's
okay. Good. Alright, so now I think we're good. So we've got magic, we've got hover boots, we got the Stone of Agony, right?
Yeah, they're really important items. So now we can actually open those grottos with the storms. We don't know where they are in this game. Just imagine that the grottos actually moved. So you needed the stone to know where the grottos were.
I've been advocating this since I heard about this. Like, if you could make it so you cannot enter a grotto unless you had Stone of Agony, let's make that a setting. Let's make Stone of Agony useful again.
I like that. That's a good setting, actually. I'm up for that. Because we made, you know, the blue fire arrows, we made ice arrows a thing. Let's make the Stone of Agony a thing.
Yeah, I know. And in Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask combo, they also made light arrows kind of useful in Spirit, making them sunlight arrows.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you could actually shoot the suns with the light arrows if you have them. Oh my goodness!
Talking of the light arrows, maybe we can shoot the suns in the Spirit Temple.
So it looks like Frogs 2 is dead, and did I also Claim Check is dead? Which are
yeah, Frogs 2, Claims Check, yeah.
Sometimes nasty, always checks, but yes, this is Randomizer. Speaking of Song of Time start.
Oh yeah. When they it's different. I love it when they play songs. I always feel like they always like to play Saria's song.
Dude, I always somehow get Epona's song for some reason.
Yeah.
This is just one of those checks. Some people choose to skip this because it takes a little bit, but especially in a 1v1 setting when you're really just trying to figure out who the faster player is here in this, then you're going to be doing these checks. You don't want to skip something like this early and then we get to watch you skip that check for the rest of the seed. So.
So as like a commentator, you're supposed to be kind of like nice. You're supposed to be kind of like, oh, supportive. No, I'm not like that. I'm just gonna be fucking truthful. And if you're skipping early first zero checks, I think you need to check yourself, because that's just a great way to lose a seed 3 minutes on. And that goes to you as well, Oak and Hyper and all those people who like to skip the back of Lon Lon Ranch sometimes, because you're going to lose and it's going to be embarrassing and we're all going to laugh at you. So just do your zero checks. Yes, Tenacious Toad, I'm talking to you as well.
To be fair, I still lost, even with skipping the back of Lon Lon checks. It wasn't anything. I just was bad. It's okay, though.
But it's like you're saving like 20 seconds when you could lose the entire game, and like just make aggressive plays later on. They're the better options to make plays.
Yo, Serenade start? Let's go.
Alright, now we can play Serenade from the Bridge Scrub.
Oh, Graveyard to Morpha. Okay, that's our first path hint, and it's actually a path hint, not a to the tower. So we're going to get two separate types of path hints here. We're going to get regular path hints to our dungeons, but some of those are also going to be overridden. We're going to get path hints to the tower, which are items specifically required to clear the trials in Ganon's castle. And when you get a path to tower, say you get a strength hinted path to tower, you're not going to need that strength, or potentially what number of strength that is, for any of your dungeons to complete. And please correct me if I'm misspeaking on this. But for example, we got those light arrows in Kokiri Forest. It's very possible we do get a Kokiri Forest's path to tower, because those lights are required to complete the trials.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. Yeah, so Alexis didn't do those hints because he only had 8 rupees at the time, so he probably didn't feel like he wanted to spend the time reading those stones to go to the Bridge Scrub. And just to clarify some knowledge, we got Lon Lon Ranch to Goma, which is probably the Storms, which is the Storms. We didn't pick up anything else there. And Forest Trial is on, and for Forest Trial, we basically need a fire source, and that's it.
Yeah, fire source. Hover boots make Forest Trial nice. Just makes it feel pretty good. Frogs 2. Oh, well, Alexis got the Lon Lon Ranch to Goma, and King's Door is hoarding the fire arrows. Looks like we got both duplicates for the Big Goron and the Frogs 2 as well.
Okay, Sun's on OOT as well from MorceauLion. That was from the Bridge.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a song on OOT.
Yeah. And Serious Business says that graveyard is path, so.
Oh no!
Yay! Woohoo! So yeah, we learned that. Oh no, Morceau, you don't want to be in the moat there. That's very sad, especially if you run out of time a day. Pausies.
Oh.
Swim! Swim! Go!
It's so slow. I can't believe how bad getting moated is. Alright,
there were some medallions there. One of them was Water Temple and one of them was Goma, and I know that because of the path hints.
You think I saw Fire Temple?
I think I saw Forest Temple as well.
They're in there somewhere. Somebody with better eyes is going to be able to find that for us. Looks like we do have Deku. Our stone dungeons, we have Jabu, DC, and a third one somewhere.
Nice.
We do need to do Fire Temple, Deku, Water, Forest. I probably should have just waited until they were filled in. I don't know why I started so early on that. We need to do Shadow.
So the other Stone Spirit then.
Oh, wonderful. Stone Spirit with that Mirror Shield. Love it.
And Stone Dodongos, which is always a bit Monka-esque.
Man, it's one of those things, especially if you don't get a Dodongos is foolish hint. Like, as soon as you're out of path checks, and if you have bombs, DC is just probably your best play.
Okay, there was a bow on the slingshot archery game, which we must have missed, which is obvious because Alexis is now doing the bow minigame.
Oh, and Alexis missed the 2 red rupees, so I'm gonna be doing the bow minigame a little bit more. I hope you enjoy it.
Mm. Yeah, it's kind of mentioned in chat that MorceauLion, I think the better play here would be to go into the other end of Hyrule Castle, read that hint, get that skull, turn it to nighttime, and then do Richard, and then go up and down river to set it back to daytime. I think that would have been a nice play.
Yeah, now it's gonna be cutting it close if you end up not doing the river play.
Yeah, now you're not going to get to night cac. You're not going to get to day cac, which means you're missing Anju and the mini game, unless he goes to river first.
All right, we get a nice check on skulls. 40 is nothing, and 50 is nothing. So our 30 skull hint is going to be an always hint on one of our stones, so we're going to keep an eye out for that. And then 10 and 20 are just not going to be hinted. I mean, there is a potential for some time. Oh, okay, never mind. Hook shot.
Cool. We need both of those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Can't be doing hook shot skip today. Long shot skip, I guess, in some cases. And also with magic and lens, that's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got hovers, we've got magic, we've got lens. So crossing is going to be in logic when we can get across the gap in Gerudo Valley. Oh, Morso might make this. This is going to be tight. There's a big chest here.
Graveyard is Paptomorpha, and it's the Ice Arrows. Am I ahead again?
I think you're the same point as me.
Okay. Oh, this is the first of the beans. This is why I love beans pre-planted. You literally just like free items. Thank you. But being able to make that check and like say you get a bomb bag up in that crate, you could just get it right away. That's Sphere 0.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I kind of like that you need to, it's taken away the routing element of it. So I'm not as big on pre-planted beans as some people are. 20 is a bomb bag.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, that's what I was mentioning earlier. Sometimes you'll get a sometimes hint for 20 skulls, and it looks like getting that hint here in the grotto. That's actually really nice because now you're gonna have a 20, 30, 40, and 50 hint. So if you don't find a bomb bag, especially having a hook shot this early, if you don't find a bomb bag, you might want to rush those 20 skulls.
Yeah, you may pick up like shoes, which would be nice, but I think I would be pretty hard pushing that 20 skulls. But you've got the hook shot. We know we need to do Forest Temple, so you're probably going to go in there soon. So you're going to be picking up skulls kind of quickly, just generally.
Okay, so one thing to note here, Graveyard is Paptomorpha, and so far we've gotten Ice Arrows and we've gotten a bottle.
Nice.
I mean, that bottle realistically can't be for anything. I mean, the only thing at the moment, because we have a hook shot, so we could get to 20 and 30 skulls just with the hook shot alone.
Yeah, but it's not going to be bottle for skulls at this point for that bomb bag. And that would be outrageous anyway.
Hear me out, though. What if we got there's the 20 skulls for bomb bag for Alexis, but what if we got a Paradox letter and that bottle of fire?
Well, it's not Paradox letter because fire arrows are on King Zora, but maybe we need the fire arrows that are on him.
If I just remembered literally anything.
Dude, I've got a pen and paper.
Well, I guess I'm going to be consulting that sheet of paper for the rest of this seed.
All right, I'll turn the camera on and I'll...
Get a paper cam.
Yeah, I kind of liked Alexis' roots. through the back of CAC because he played Song of Time to get through there, and now he's playing Minuet. Okay, well, that Minuet is actually going to be Patha PG because that's Saria's song.
I love when we get those paths. Totally love it. See, that's why I like League settings, is you guys actually removed Nocturne from being hinted as a song, just like ZL. That's not the case in these settings, by the way. Gotta make that very clear.
No, and there was kind of a big discussion on like whether that should be expanded to all the other kind of warp songs, because MMR kind of has it for like access doesn't count as a as a way of the hero, and we kind of wanted to bring some of that in because that's kind of good. But that's League. That's a completely different thing. That's a completely different set of settings.
Yeah, definitely not trying to shift focus from S7 at all.
No, we should shift focus from it because League is great. And the League organizers are fantastic.
Yeah, all 11 of them. I think there's...
Is there 11 of us? No, there's 9 of us.
Okay, I was close. I was just guessing. That's pretty close.
Zavi said today that I was the best one, so...
Wait, and he wasn't trolling?
He probably was.
I did not see what that was on top.
No, nor do I. It's not a rupee.
Looks like he's going for it. Was it a hook? No, it's a hammer.
Hammer. Well, I said it was a jet.
Oh gosh. I mean, listen, if this is a jet, by the way, Bean, and we've seen this before, this Bean is just so much faster. But
Bean's okay.
If you call this a jet, and it is a jet, you may be the first person in history to successfully call a jet and not get cursed.
No, I've definitely done an S7 race where I said it was a jet early, and it legitimately was a jet. So the curse doesn't mean anything. The curse doesn't exist.
Oh, okay. So it's just one of those, like...
Yeah,
gotcha.
Absolutely.
Graveyard to Morpha again. Not going for the HP, especially if fire required. That's a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think dipping in Stone DC is the play here.
Well, you got dip in Stone DC, but then you've also got Med Forest you can do. No, it is Med Forest, yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Med Forest is a play, but you can't do it all. So, like, Stone DC, I don't hate as a play. I just think there's other things like getting this song and just, using the hammer. There are other things to do at the moment.
Have we seen inside the maze yet?
Don't think so, no. And we'll be able to get all of it as well. Hope we don't get double forest. I've got a feeling we're going to see maybe 2 sets of double forest. We're going to see the courtyard together, maybe, and then the second part together, probably. That's my theory.
I mean, at least the first part of forest is like easily the most interesting. It's just check after check.
Yeah.
But if you just get key after key, especially in this scenario here, water trial is on. So that hammer is actually going to be super useful.
Yeah, we're going to need that hammer, but we already had to do fire anyway, so already needed the hammer, but we're going to need it for water trial as well. We also need a bottle, but we got it. 2 keys.
Yeah.
Oh, the hover boots means we can do the jumpy jump as well.
Was that trailed? Yeah, trailed the Volvagia, which is just a hammer.
It's the hammer.
It's the hammer boots.
It's the hammer boots.
I don't know why that has like been sunk into my brain recently, and every time I get an item, I change the item to item boots.
And the thing is, 50% of people like appreciate it and love you for it, and then 50% of people fucking hate you for it. So
I feel very annoying with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel great. Annoying is great.
Looks like a bloopy on top of the crate. Now, okay. With Bolero right here, do you dip in the fire? I mean, it's kind of progression. It is progression.
Well, you have the hammer, so like, it's kind of weird because you can just do it. Like, potentially, you don't have the bomb bag yet, but there is a world where you can just do fire tunnel, but you just don't have the health. But you have a bottle, so it's like,
yeah,
it's an awkward predicament.
There's bomb shoes. There's bomb shoes here in Lake Hylia is foolish.
Nice.
But there's bomb shoes here in DMC. It's in the crater wall. So.
Oh, okay. Wow. Nice.
Yeah, got a little peek of that, and Alexis is gonna grab it right away.
I mean, yeah, this is kind of, it's progression, it's potentially completable, you have a bottle with a fairy. I think you can do it, but also you do have Bolero, so I would see kind of maybe a medium kind of class runner leaving it and come back like me, but Alexis is, you know, well skilled enough to be able to do this Volvagia fight.
Yeah, I mean, with four hearts, we saw in a recent match, it was actually Zavi versus Yo-Yo Karina. We saw Yo-Yo do a 4 1/4 heart Volvagia without a shield.
Wow. With shoes?
No, with bomb bag. And it was probably the craziest thing I have ever seen. And
that is OP, that is. That was well done, yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, I knew it was technically possible. I just didn't know that he would be able to pull that off in this setting. And super impressive.
Did he die before going into the blue wall?
Yeah. Yeah. Come back for the key. But it was still so fun to watch.
Oh dear. Alexis getting eaten. School's here as well as nice.
Oh, gonna get sucked.
Can somebody clip that? Oh dear.
I hate going for that skull because of that. It gets you every single time. Alright, so that was a quick dip in the Forest Temple with MorceauLion, and honestly, just a couple of skulls. I mean, Forest is very skull heavy. I mean, you get 5 pretty quick and easy skulls that if you've got a complete Forest, you're just going to walk by those skulls at some point. So, I mean, a little, like, a step closer to the bomb bag, and I keep getting ahead again.
Where are you at the moment?
Just got boss key from from Fire Temple.
Oh wow, I am so far ahead of you. Fucking like Alexis is headed into the fucking Volvagia fight.
I swear I'm using what I'm supposed to be using. I promise.
Like, and I'm refreshing, and I am getting back to the position I was before. Like, I've got Alexis chugging some green potion.
Yeah,
and
me too.
Morceau is jumping on a bean.
I love how we have the bean planted, and Morceau was going for the
strat. Yeah.
Probably forgot about the bean, and that's understandable, especially in these when you get beans rolled and you're not familiar with beans. These things happen.
Yeah. Morceau is just time warped on me as well, so we might need a bit of a refresh on the restreaming side of things potentially.
Okay, so that bomb chew pack was 5, and Alexis just walked into Volvagia with full confidence. I need to see this. I need to see this.
I mean, I'm guessing he got a fairy.
Yes, yeah, did get a fairy. Alexis just walked in the door. What? Okay.
Alexis has just walked into the door. No, I am. Alexis is in Ganon's tower. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, he's about to finish.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that this Volvagia is possible.
Well, I'm pretty sure he picked Clefairy.
He did.
That's 5. Plus a hit, which I think is 7.
Okay, we're getting a refresh.
Okay. Zoom! Okay. Oh my god, the runner just watched that!
Okay, this might actually be a possible Volvagia.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna get there.
The bow makes this a little trivial. Yeah, they just switched sides.
Okay, now we're sinking. You're gonna get smashed by this Volvagia! No! Don't stand right next to the hole when she's popping out.
That's an unfortunate time loss there. Honestly, especially if 5 choose, do you choose to go back? It looks like he's choosing to go back.
Yeah, this is kind of what I was saying, like, a runner of my caliber wouldn't have even have tried this. And
Yeah.
Alexis was like on the precipice of like doing it and just got what do you call it? When somebody flicks you with their hair? Like, what's the phrase? Like, not like hair whipped. Whipped? Hair whipped? People?
Is this another one of those English phrases?
No, like, I think it's like a hair whip. I don't know. Somebody, Diesel knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, hair. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, hair flip.
That one, yeah.
That.
Basically, go.
Whatever
Basically
that
go
is.
holder. Yeah, it basically got hair whipped by Volvagia. Yeah. This is going to be an orbit from Volvagia. I actually don't think you need to hit her with the bow. I think you've got enough damage done to her. I would have climbed on the wall. Because when you're staying in the middle here, she's just going to keep flying about. Oh, that was a... And also, if you do more damage, she goes into like a 4-hole cycle, and I don't know whether that actually takes more time.
Alright, this is definitely looking better.
I think Alexis just time warps again. Okay.
Very nice.
Bam!
Well, if you wanted to know if you could beat Volvagia with 4 hearts, a fairy, 5 chews, and a bow, there. You can do it.
You can do it.
I'm learning stuff this week.
That's first med to Alexis, and it's the green one as well, so really powerful.
I guess that makes sense why he was pushing it so hard. You definitely want that green med song. And a key. Wonderful.
Key. Well, it's not required only today, so we don't need to think about getting locked in Fire Temple. We're going to be able to do it all.
Yeah, the best fire temples are the fire temples you can't complete.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so from here, just go get that song, and I mean, I'm curious to see what MorceauLion decides to do, because it's not that easy of a feat that Alexis just pulled off, and especially in a race like this, where, you know, every second's gonna matter. And it's just vanilla prelude. Okay.
Prelude it's helpful, especially if you're on VC. But I think both of these runners are actually emulator runners. We've got Morceau on PJ64 and Alexis on RetroArch. BizHawk?
No, that's not the FPS for BizHawk. I can tell you that much.
I think it's RetroArch.
Could be. And yeah, we're getting that forest dip. Yeah, that's understandable.
Oh, the trackers are on the wrong side now. The trackers need to switch over. Yeah.
It was funny is I didn't even notice. I just naturally looked over at the wrong tracker for Alexis. And I was like, yeah, that looks right.
Yeah. No, we didn't swap the trackers. We swapped the viewer. We swapped the videos. Which has just meant that the trackers just need to... Which is going to be fine. Everyone's got the exact same stuff. It's just the fire the forest medallion needs to be turned off on Morceau's side and turned on for Alexis.
Damn, already 12 skulls for Morceau. Which is kind of nice knowing that you're going to get a reward in a bomb bag at 20, and 10 is just, you know, you're going to get your 30 hint down the line. So this actually feels really good when you get a hint for something that might just be required on 20. So skulls really aren't too much of a factor in your seed.
Okay, we're seeing DC from Morceau instead of fire, which I think is reasonable. This is... I guess it's kind of... What else are you going to do at this point? Haunted Wasteland's foolish.
Okay, so we have Haunted Wasteland, we have Lake Hylia. I don't think we've seen another one. But Lake Hylia is really good. Mainly because we have the beans in Lake Hylia, so realistically every check except for the scale lock checks in Lake Hylia were available, but we don't have to worry about that. It's okay. And yeah, if you're in the mindset of I'm getting that 20 skull bomb bag as quick as I can, going into DC is probably one of your better bets anyway.
Okay, Alexis just doing what Morceau has done. So nothing new on Alexis' side. There's stuff that's on Morceau's side that's going to be new.
Yeah. Oh, big boy in DC,
Big
first check.
chest.
Okay. Alright. I mean,
This is...
you don't hate to see that. Yeah, Lake is full of Sabi. Yeah, no, the big orange sword, that's actually really nice. We
The
saw
22-second time frame. Time save.
That race was insane. We had a quarterfinals race, and I'm going to mention this every single time. We had a quarterfinals race literally decided by the big Oron sword. So if you were ever like, yeah, we meme about the 30-minute time save for the big Oron sword, but it really does save time.
We now know it's 22 seconds.
At least.
Yeah, for the most part, we're going to have quite a bog standard, you know, my new favourite phrase that somebody came up with today, that Bear said today, we're going to have a standard Steve kind of seed today. It's just going to be kind of your normal bog standard-y kind of seed. No kind of effing or jeffing around with this, except for at the end when we have to do the trials.
Yeah, that's going to be definitely... I think trials are a deciding factor, and I'm not saying that from, like, experience of losing the chuckles because of the light trial.
Oh my god, you did! Yeah!
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
Got absolutely demolished. But...
Let's just, like, for the knowledge of everyone, Oak walks into Ganon's before me, and I won.
I had never done light trial. I thought there was like a jump up or a switch or something. Turns out there's just a target at the top of the on the ceiling that you gotta. Yeah, that's. I learned the hard way that day.
That wasn't actually the only race that I've won by. Oh my god, there's a bomb bag just chilling in.
Okay, 20 is just nothing. Cool. Stop collecting skulls unless you really want to get 30.
Yeah, we still don't know 30 yet. And also we need to get 10, so like get to 10 casually and then be scared when we need to do 30.
Yeah, I mean, when you've already done 15 skulls by this point, you're kind of hoping that 30 is something, because you just got that bomb bang.
Yeah,
Also-
Black's Land is doing the proper time warp in today, so we'll just have to kind of deal with it. Our restream team is doing the best they can to bring you this, and they're doing a cracking job. We'll try not to be ahead.
Oh, okay. Zor's River. Kakariko to Bongo Bongo, by the way.
Okay, so we know the minuet is path to beat the forest temple to get access to that. We got a lens. We got a hook.
Burning Kakariko is the Requiem of Spirit.
Burning cack is wreck. Okay.
I really want it to be the lens. But it's also looking like it could just straight up be the hook shot at this point.
Could be hook. Hook makes sense. You know, we just outright need a hook shot to beat Shadow. That would mean the other hook is hook locked. And we know that Graveyard is Path to Morpher, which could be for the Iron Boots or the other hook shot.
I'm ahead again. Alright. I'll refresh. Just let me know and I'll refresh, because with the internet shenanigans, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, Alexis is deciding to come to ice. He doesn't know there's a bomb bag in DC, so he might be thinking, I'm going to go to ice. I'm going to pick up a load of schools just by being in Ice Cavern. I'm going to pick up a load of hints. I'm going to go up and down River. You know, he picked up the... What was the big chest in River?
It's a great question, and I really... Sling... Nope. I don't know.
I don't think it was anything important.
Oh, it was a wallet.
Oh, it was a wallet? Okay, yeah, right. Okay, and then he's like, I'm going to get a song from here. I know this is out of logic, but... Yeah, and Jabu's a stone, so this may never really be in logic before we get access to Ganon's, potentially, so...
I mean, Deku is foolish. We do need to complete Deku, so you're kind of hoping that you get Din's Fire before you go into Deku, so you could just go mode it.
Yeah, or you could have got the... Well, no, you can't use the fire arrows as child, but yeah, you're kind of wanting...
Told you I was going to cut you off 1,000 times today. I really try not to. Yeah.
I was going to say, like, if you think that's cutting me off, then, mate, I've commentated with some people before, trust me.
Okay. Let me double check and make sure I'm not ahead here. There's scale on 10 skulls.
There's a scale on 10 skulls. Have you seen that yet, chat? Because we saw that about 5 seconds ago. I'm trying to delay the things that I say.
Yeah, we're looking for Nocturne. I mean, that's best case scenario that you find here. Nocturne. I guess Epona's. It could be Nocturne or Epona's, so...
We ain't getting Wreck, and we ain't getting Suns. That's what we know.
I already forgot where Requiem is. Is that Burning Cat?
Yeah. You only said it 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Opponent is decent. I quite like Opponent as a song to get here. Yeah, could just be Nocturne. If it's Nocturne, that means that we'll have to find a letter. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the Cactabongo somehow is gets us the letter. Probably not.
I mean, my favorite my favorite paths are the paths where you get a bow and a hook shot in a path location, and it's literally just okay. The entire game is pretty much open. Go find your items.
Is that because of the siege you won today against Red had that kind of situation?
Yeah, it was literally, and it was for Jabu, and both items were hook and bow locked, and it's like, okay. I mean, way down the line, it's just when you get a Kakariko to Bongo and you get a hook shot in Kakariko, yeah, that's pretty much same scenario, kind of, maybe.
Yeah, Morceau is going to have a dig at fire here. He's now got 6 hearts. So he's got 6 hearts and the bomb bag. So this is definitely in the ballpark of comfortable for Morceau here.
Yeah, I mean, we get one really cool Volvagia, and then we get to show off a pretty standard Volvagia, which, I mean, if you're not a runner in OOT, this Volvagia is still, like, eye-opening that you can do this. And just knock out Volvagia in about 30 seconds, whereas normally that fight's like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, if you're lucky.
Yeah, and if you're me, then it takes about a minute. Anyway.
Couple of resets, you get Troll Hold.
Yeah, so by the end of this, we're going to have Morceau, who's done DC, and Alexis, who has done Ice, as the core difference between the two. Now, we also haven't seen the song in Graveyard, so we'll have to wait for that too.
I mean, if this is Nocturne in Ice, and the song in Graveyard is just Epona's song, then it could just be for crossing, which opens up things, or Epona checks.
Well, I'll tell you something. This definitely is not ZL in Ice.
I mean, my favorite is when ZL is in Ice, but it's done in AR.
Yeah. Or your random spawn is here. That's kind of what I miss about random spawns. Like, the wacky kind of logic. Quite often it is just, I'm in a dumb location, I have to walk everywhere now, but sometimes you get logical quirks.
This Ice Cavern's so scary. It's Epona's in Ice Cavern.
Okay. So we can cross. It's not logical until we pick up ZL. It's not logical until we pick up Letter. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, and what that tells us is Graveyard has Nocturne. So as soon as we do get ZL, which, by the way, where is ZL? What am I missing here?
Well, it's got to now be crossing. It's got to be Requiem now. That's the only, because ZL can't be in the graveyard. So
okay.
That means ZL has to be there, which means the long shot is accessible to get into GTG.
Maybe
and also to get maybe, yeah. Because also Shadow is one of the Burning Cack songs. So, and you need ZL for that. So you can't need to get Requiem to get the Requiem song. So you have to cross to get ZL.
Yeah, this makes
Lens
sense.
path to Bongo to get the ZL in CAC.
First message, and it's a link. Do not click that link.
Mods! Mod me! Somebody mod me! Oh no! Christ and Air got banned! No! You got permanently banned! No! Chris! Chris! No! Send help!
No, Tobias.
What have you done?
Holy shit. No.
Restream's on fire. There is chaos. Anarchy has started.
Oh my goodness. We're getting internet shenanigans. We're getting the commentary being like too far ahead or too far behind, and now we're just banning people, dude.
Damn. And people say I abuse my mod powers.
Wait, did IT guy get hit with the collateral damage too?
What happened to IT? Oh, IT guy got permanently banned as well. Oh no! Oh dear! IT guy's back. Whew.
Holy shit.
Wow, he's back. He's back. Chris doesn't even know what's happening.
I'm actually crying, dude.
Oh dear.
Sorry, Chris.
That's it. We're back. We're alive. Nobody panic.
Oh my goodness. Alright. Tektite is just a bloopy. It never is anything else unless it is. So. Well, the cool thing is Alexis is going to be able to progress a little bit further by going out of logic and getting Eponas instead of getting that long shot, but the bad thing is you don't have the long shot. So you know that Spirit and GTG and anything in between is not going to have your long shot. So
yeah.
At least you could break that down and check it later.
Oh no, Mela summoned Trez. Oh no, Daddy's coming. All right, let's be hypersexual towards Trez because I know he loves that.
I'll let you take the lead on that one. I'm usually only hypersexual towards Hyper, so.
Hey, and Hyper was asking me to take his tunic off the other day, so. I know. Yeah.
That's a very hyper statement, actually.
When Trez comes, everyone say hello, Daddy. When he comes in. Okay, everybody say hello, Daddy. He may be busy. He may not be here. Close is dead? I'm assuming we knew that.
It's okay. He'll pop by later.
Yeah, we'll see Daddy later.
Where's Daddy?
Okay.
That's a question I've asked myself a lot, too.
There's a strength! Yeah, the strength that allows us to do the forest temple.
Hey, that's actually really nice.
So, like, do you just stop now? Like, you're in quite a nice position to, like, just play Minuet and get out of here. Like, I think you do that. I think that's the... It's a medallion dungeon. It's not Baron. You could pick up maybe, like, a strength to allow you to do even more of GTG. I think if you had FW, you may as well just continue. But you don't have FW here.
Yeah, you're kind of committing to clearing out as much as you can of GTG. Going all the way over... Well, I mean, I guess getting Zelda's Lullaby from Crossing is the plan here. But, like, again, no FW, so you're probably going to have to do this again. Unless you could get enough to clear out Shadow and Deku along the way.
The big chest here. This is out of logic still. It's only a slingshot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, more so staying in logic by probably heading towards the well, but just doing a bit of a long route to get there because he played Serenade to go and dive, he did Domain, he's going to do Frogs 1 now.
Yeah, this makes sense. You're probably just going to find Kokiri Sword in the well, considering we have a long path to Goma, and we got storms there. I guess this actually could be really good for Morceau if they end up finding the rest of the Shadow Kid. No, it's not going to happen, because you need CL. So, yeah, you're... I don't know. I guess crossing here for Alexis is kind of beneficial.
I think I would have done Minuet done Forest Temple, and then come back here. That would have been the order I would have done this in. But bear in mind, whenever I say I would have done this, I am an ultra safe runner. And that's not necessarily what the best play is.
Alright, getting the... I mean, you get a time of day to do HPA as well.
That's nice. Yeah.
That's one thing that, like, especially with Suns on OOT, runners are going to have a little hard time getting those time of day checks, like, and things you may not even think about, like, sometimes adult shooting, you get to CAC and it's night, you're like, oh, I can't do this, and Dampe digging, it's not easy, especially with, no, Nocturne, you can't just warp over and go do Dampe digging.
No Nocturne, no Suns, no random spawns is actually quite difficult to get to Dampe the seed because you can't just set it to the start of night in Ganon's castle, outside Ganon's castle.
Dude, exactly 1500 for Alexis. No need to do any more than what you need. But it doesn't matter. It was nothing. Yeah, I don't know. The GTG play here just doesn't make too much sense to me, but then again, these runners are semifinals for a reason. So let them cook.
No, I tell you what, Oak. No, let's not do this passive. Oh, these runners are good shit. You're a good runner as well, Oak. Your opinion matters. You made the fucking top 64. You fucking tell them if you think they're wrong.
I would have done Forest, but I would have done Forest, and then I would have done Dampe digging to potentially open up water and get the logic. But
you tell him. You damn well tell him. You tell him like that.
But I also understand, like, Alexis has the knowledge that getting ZL on crossing, so.
Yeah, it's a pretty big song, isn't it? And maybe it is kind of like retracing your steps as we have TCG go here. It's kind of like retracing your steps by having to get back on the horse, but it's only field on the horse. It's not too bad. But like, I think we are maybe splitting hairs a little bit. Like, it's Medallion Forest. There's going to be nothing in there. We all know it, so what's the point? Let's stop fooling ourselves.
Okay, so we get a right, left, right. Right, left, right, right. Melquise still in. Mel. Kooky is still in. Oh my god. Mel got it.
No way.
Mel 1 in 32.
Nice. Let's go, Mel.
You get a prize.
Your reward is a small brown chest.
I will send you a pizza. Don't quote me on it. Yeah, don't.
An Okie pizza?
It's probably not going to happen. Let's just be honest here. Just like the house party, or I'm sorry, the flat party at Chuckle's house. But I
forgot the LAN party. Yeah, the LAN party. You weren't there at the LAN party. I can't believe it. Everybody was invited, and you didn't come.
That's crazy.
Why was I hosting a LAN party again?
You bet me that I wouldn't beat anybody.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, I said you would go 0-3.
It's okay. We made it out.
Toby,
well, no, we didn't actually make it out. We totally got demolished. But it's okay.
Well.
Whoa, there's another house party at Chuckle's house?
No, it's not. That was way too much mess after the first one.
Okay. I'm gonna have to take your word for it.
There was so much mess, it was unbelievable. No, I didn't actually have a party. I can walk end to end of my flat in 6 seconds. There is no way more than 4 people can be in my flat at any one time.
I mean, we could squeeze.
You can sleep in my bed.
Let's go! That's all I wanted.
I mean, you and probably the other 4 people who will have to sleep in the bed because I have 1 sofa and a little bit of floor space. So unless people want to sleep in the bath, then go ahead.
I think getting a hotel is just better at that point.
Oh yeah, you could just do that. I forgot about that.
Alright, so far GTG, nothing. We've gotten absolutely nothing, unless I've missed it. I promise. 1 chicken. This is one of our settings. Instead of doing 7 chickens, you can just throw 1 in there. Make it super easy. But bottom of the well definitely makes sense here. Follow your paths. Maybe dipping out of logic is not the best play right away, but we'll see. We'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, this GGG isn't really helping us. Did somebody say we found a bow-locked bow in here?
Yes.
No, that's adding towards the... Don't we think the bow is path?
Is it a bow-lock bow? I mean,
I
that's
don't know. I can't remember.
And then, I mean, we don't know if it's a bow-lock bow because we don't know where Rudo's letter is, or we don't know where Longshot is, actually. Longshot's gonna determine what a bow is. And the bombs.
Alexis realizing not to roll at that point because otherwise he would have bonked on the step. That's the sign of an amazing runner.
Now, there's also an argument getting ZL before going into well, so you don't have to double dip well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
I always forget about that. I always forget that ZL is kind of a requirement. You almost always have it by this point, but in this case, you don't.
So I have been informed, Oak, that apparently our friend Hyperrecession said that if Zavi wins, he's hosting a party at my house.
Oh, is that what's going on?
That's why there's a second party going on.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think he means if Zavi wins the whole tournament. I think that's what that means, not just the match. Zavi is saying no that match.
Alexis is not crossing.
Is he gonna save quit from here? He's gonna death walk from here? Kakiri Forest is past the tower? No way. No way.
Crazy.
He's death walking.
Okay.
So that's the last path then. So that's KF's tower.
Hey, at least we got a lot of other paths. Like we got like the tower paths really didn't like take up too much of our time.
No, and that just may mean that like we know we need to do water and forest trial. There may just be nothing else on that path. There's another big chest there. There's a Kakiri sword. It's foolish.
Right. That's yeah.
It's foolish, but we need it to get Requiem.
Yeah, that's a little scary. No 30 hint yet. Alexis doesn't have the knowledge of the bomb bag in Stone DC yet, so probably gonna work his way up to 20 and get the bomb bag. Oh, yeah, and holy crap, we are already 1 hour deep. Happy 1 hour, everybody. Thank you so much to our runners. We've got Alexis and MorceauLion, our 2 semifinalists today. We've got this match today, and their game 2 is scheduled same time Thursday. So if you're interested in that, by all means, we'll see you then. I'd like to thank our trackers today. We've got Blue Roses for you and Lady Draco. Thank you so much for literally being the most vital part of this restream, because we're already so strung over by all the things that have been going on today with the internet issues and people getting banned. There are angles. So they're the only things keeping us straight. And thank you to our to the commentator. Thank you, Chuckles, for being here or whatever you're doing.
And thank you, of course, to my rock, my guiding light, the person who rocks my world.
Schultz.
That's Emo Soda of the Gossip Stone podcast. Go and check out the Gossip Stone podcast with me and Emo Soda. An amazing podcast all about Ocarina of Time Randomizer. We talk about all the important topics. And yeah. Oh, and yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah. I will say, as a frequent listener of this podcast that Chuckles is promoting, I personally listen to this podcast. If you're an OoTR racing fan, I highly recommend it from a listener standpoint, because when I'm at work and I can't watch a race or something, I could listen to them BS around and actually talk about things that matter. And they're fun. They actually do some games at the end that are pretty cool. I mean, they're pretty cool to me. I don't know if they'd be cool to you, but yeah.
Oh, that sounds like an actual endorsement.
Not paid advertisement, by the way. Not a sponsor. Gonna put that one out there. Shadow Trial. That's our last trial.
Yeah, so strength, like a point I was trying to get to before, I think I got sidetracked, that's why I didn't say it, is that we didn't have a third trial, and because the strengths aren't being hinted path to tower, I felt like we weren't going to get a strength 3 trial, and we didn't. It's just Shadow. So, and we need long shot and hovers anyway to complete our medallions, so that was never going to be path. We needed the hammer as well, so basically there was nothing that was going to be potentially path to tower, because the hammer for water trial is needed. The fire source, we need Din's Fire to beat Shadow Temple, and trying to complete Shadow Trial, all of those items are needed to beat all our dungeons as well. So literally, the light arrows is the only thing that could have been on that path.
Yeah. Being able to dodge the 2 strength 3 lock trials is it never happens. I don't know. I've personally never had it happen. Every time I get trials, I always get light trial and fire trial, so I guess get fucked. But
I mean, the odds of that happening are really kind of thing, because you'd get a 2 in 6 roll, and then a 2 in 5 roll, and then a 2 in 4 roll to be able to pull one of those. So actually, I think the odds of it is something like 6 in 15? No, I don't know. I can't do probability. I'm commentating. Somebody work that for me.
6.6% chance.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Something like that.
That sounds right.
But yeah, no, Alexis is actually going to be able to go back into Forest Temple and finish this. I guess the downside of what Alexis has done is almost full clear GTG, and it's not came out with anything, whereas MorceauLion might be able to go back in with better equipment, maybe the iron boots for toilets, or the strength 2 to be able to do strength 2 blocks, and that could also be a deciding factor. But having ZL now is pretty much what Alexis's mission has been for the past like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see if there's anything in this dungeon that might have helped out with that GTG play, but yeah, for now we're just seeing the back end of the Forest Temple.
Yeah, Kokiri's sword was hinted. It was behind either magic or storms, and it was just in bottom of the well, so that's the storms path there.
There's a big chest. This could also be like the letter.
Oh!
Or it could be Din's Fire.
Okay. So now I think you just go after Forest. You go to the graveyard, go get your Nocturne, and go beat Shadow.
Yeah, that's now the full completion of Shadow as well, and that's another dungeon. So this jet prediction is really coming alive at the moment.
I mean, we still need to see Dampe digging. We've gotten an ice arrow in a bottle in graveyard so far, but there's also the scary part: Sun Song Grave. Sun Song. If we don't, there's Silver Gauntlets in Forest.
What did I say? What did I say? What did you say? What did we say? We said do Forest first.
Yeah, if you do Forest first here, you definitely you're able to do way more in GTG. So I forgot my train of thought as I was speaking. I don't know how that happened.
You were saying something about
I
was so definitely listening. It was you. No, you were talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay. Oh yeah, it could be 80 for Sun Song for long shot. Yeah, it's possible. It's such a small. I mean, can it at this point? No, it can't be 80 for Sun Song for long shot, right? Holy crap, it can be.
Well, we don't have the letter yet, so we need to be able to cross the desert either with the long shot or the letter, and at the moment we don't have either of those.
Opona's is ZL locked, and ZL is behind. Like, no, long shot actually cannot be on Dampe digging. Or no. Long shot cannot be on Sun Song Grave. It could be on Dampe digging. Sorry, I had to take a second to actually think about that one. Yeah, long shot cannot be on a Sun Song Grave. And if I could explain it to you, my best, I will. In order to get to Spirit, you need to cross. And we learned that Opona's is ZL locked. And crossing gives you ZL. So it's not Opona's. Long shot is the only way that you could logically cross over to GTG, to cross over to the Wasteland to go get ZL. So, long shot cannot be impossible in this seed, or in most standard seeds. So, long shot has to either be behind the bottle, or it has to be on Dampe digging. Or it could just be available somewhere else, and it could be Irons is on Dampe digging. ZL or Rudo's letter could be on Dampe digging, but you still need ZL to logically get into Ice Cavern via Zora's Domain as an adult. Yeah, we have tricks where hover boots can get past that, but you still need ZL logically to get over into Ice Cavern. Requiem is on Burning Kakariko, which is locked behind Shadow Completion, Fire Completion, and Deku, and you need ZL to beat Shadow. And in this case, to even get into Shadow, because we know that Nocturne is in the graveyard, ZL locked.
So what you're saying, Okishi, top 64 runner, is that doing ice at the moment is kind of pointless, because you're going to find the long shot before this logically.
Yes. And there's a Deku Tree Foolish for Morceau, which... It feels bad, but at the end of the day, long shot's available, or it's just on Dampe digging, which is, I guess, available. So you should probably rush that at some point. I mean, time of day kind of sucks without Sun Song, but AD being a thing here has drastically decreased its odds with knowing the current logic that we know.
I think it's like, at this point, I mean, considering that we are sitting here talking about the game, not playing the game at the same time, I think you'd have to now rush Dampe digging, because I think at this point, the likelihood of that being the long shot is just passive.
I think for Alexis, I think the best route for Alexis currently is complete forest, complete shadow, and then when you beat shadow, make it nighttime, because you're gonna have nocturne. Make it nighttime. Go check Dampe digging. If that's long shot, then you go bottom of the well. Go get your Kokiri sword, and then go beat Deku while go moding it, and then go beat water as your last dungeon. That, realistically, if long shot is that, well, we still need irons.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we find irons along the way, that should be Alexis's path for the rest of the seed.
Yeah, I know. I absolutely agree. Yeah, because that's. I'm going to be honest. I didn't even listen to what you said, but I'm going to agree because what I think you said, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that you said to go to the graveyard, pick up Nocturne, do Shadow, set time of day in OGC, and then do Dampe digging.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, and if you find Iron Boots or Gold Scale along the way, you just go beat the game.
Yeah.
So I may have. I'm not trying to be that person who watches a movie and calls out the plot of the movie before it even gets to the climax, but that's what I'm assuming should be happening from this point on.
You know, when I was you remember the TV show Lost? I don't know why this is the second time this has come up in a conversation this week.
Okay.
But I was watching it with one of my roommates at university, and he would read the Wikipedia plot of each episode before we watched the episode.
Oh my god. I mean, especially if that. I mean, I watched all of Lost, so I'm not gonna lie. I watched it when I was younger, and every episode I was like flabbergasted about every single thing that was happening. And then I watch it now, and I'm like, this show's not the best.
Oh, I know. I still really like the show, and that actually reminds me, I need to send Drew a video, so I'll do that some point. Yeah, and Mel was right. I was a moderator on a Lost forum when Lost first aired. Yeah, when I was like 15, 14 years old.
Don't get me wrong. I still watch it. Like, I'll go back and rewatch it. But I think I'd rather watch some Zooter, which might just be an addiction. So that's another thing to unpack there. But we're not going to worry about that.
Did I abuse my mod powers then? Well, firstly, I did not ban Chris, a new IT guy. That was the bias. Secondly, I only abuse my mod powers when Blondie is on holiday. In Red's channel.
So just yesterday. Got it.
I mean, today. You went to sleep. I have not been asleep since your match.
Well, to be fair, man,
not where you put the blue fire, more so.
Oh, no.
That poor Frizzard. I would go and get some more blue fire.
Not very happy with that. Now, if only the ice arrows were blue fire arrows, then that wouldn't be an issue. Good job, Chuckles.
That's the second time today / in the last 2 days for whoever time zone you're in that you've thanked me for that.
I like them. I like blue fire arrows. I like giving things that didn't really have a use. Now, some people may not agree with that. They're like, keep the game vanilla. But let's be honest. Go and play a race seed with none of the stuff that we've added through the randomizer. And tell me if you have fun. I'll wait.
All right, we're waiting. No, let's talk about OoTR. So Alexis didn't do what I think you suggested and what I suggested, and he decided to come child to pick up this song here and head in towards the well.
I mean, it could just be Iron Boots on this check in Composer Grave, and it's going to literally just demolish everything that I had predicted. And
Well,
that's okay.
no, you're right though, because the long shot needs to be before we pick up ZL.
Yeah, but it also, the path could just be hinting towards the iron boots that are in this chest.
I mean, yeah,
It
and that
doesn't
just means the
necessarily
long
have
shot
to.
is somewhere else. But what if the iron boots are here and the long shot is on Danpei?
Then that would be a GG. Seed is over.
Because Alexis might then. Well, it's not here, so that was boring. But Alexis could. Like, maybe he could have picked up the iron boots, thought, okay, that's path, and then never done Danpei digging. But
Yeah, that
that
would
didn't
kind of
happen.
hurt. But I can imagine, hopefully, you deduce something. Or Iron Boots could just be in Shadow Temple, and it could be hinting for the Nocturne. Man, I just want to know where this long shot is, man. That's all I want to know.
No, but I think I'm on team. Danpei has the hook shot. 100%.
How do you know who's ahead? You pretty much don't until the late game. But realistically, Alexis is an entire Forest Temple ahead at the moment. Whereas MorceauLion just got the strength just now to go do Forest Temple. So there's that. But MorceauLion is a Deku ahead, but Alexis is going into the bottom of the well right now to go get the Kokiri sword to go be able to do Deku. So
Yeah, it's a bit like it's, you know, the middle of the second innings of a cricket test match, and it's like, who's ahead? Well, you don't know who's ahead. Like, you don't know how the conditions are going to change. You don't know how the ball's going to swing on the 4th and 5th day. You don't know if the pitch is going to kind of roughen up. You don't know whether 350 is a good score. Like, we just kind of know who has an advantage. So whenever anybody says, oh, this person's ahead, until they're side by side with each other, you don't know who's ahead.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know any of those things about cricket. So I'm just gonna have to take your word for it, like I do most of the time.
Yeah, you know, no, I'm not even going to say it. I was going to say, you know, the worst game of baseball.
Listen, I'm right there with you. Baseball is kind of a snooze.
Yeah. I got taken to a baseball game when I was in America, and people were like, oh, that was a great game. I'm like, huh? I almost fell asleep at $14 per can of beer.
You need to unfriend whoever took you there, because I wouldn't have done that.
Sorry, Mel.
Oh my god, no!
It was a great game. It was also like 95% hot, and it was we were in the sun.
All right, it was Mel. I take back. You know what? No, I don't take back what I say. Why would you do that to Chuckles?
We watched the Twins versus the Mariners, and there were people who hit a ball and they ran, but in cricket they hit the ball a lot fucking more, and it's more exciting. Yeah, we had a bit of an outing. And to be honest, everyone was there. I was there.
Are these the same people that were at your flat party?
No. Oak, I'll tell you the truth. I didn't actually have a party.
Oh, okay. So we still need to plan that. All right, that's fine.
Okay, Nat, I've already been. Well, I go to quite a few NFL games because I go to the international games in the UK pretty much every year. But I did see a preseason game when I was in America in 2014. I saw the Seahawks play what were at the time the Oakland Raiders at the Coliseum.
Okay. What Morceau did just made me pucker a little bit. Oh, by the way, 2 big chests in bottom of the well. It's the boomerang.
Ooh, well, I was like, haven't we seen these like checks before? Because we've already seen this, but no, we didn't have ZL, and the boomerang for like not overly helpful for Stone Jabu, but we'll wait and see. What made you giggle with MorceauLion?
Oh, I thought he was gonna fall into the water.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it's nothing crazy.
Also, Miss Dagger 89. Sorry to use your full name, but like if you're saying cricket equals excitement and being confused, you've not been to the Holly stand at Edgbaston Cricket Ground watching England versus India or England versus like Australia, just drinking like in the sun, in the summer sunshine in England, drinking beer. You know, you've got Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un dressed up behind you, shaking hands and things like that. Like it's an experience.
Okay, so it sounds like English baseball. Got it. Because that is the same exact thing that somebody who really enjoys baseball would say.
I think getting test match tickets for this summer would actually be kind of easy, because I think they're kind of underwhelming matches, I think, for England this year. Anyway, that's a different topic. Let's actually talk about this. People don't want to hear about the English sun in England. At least the sun in England, if it's warm, it's only going to be about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not going to be 100 degrees. And we do get sun, even though it's rained every single day since about January.
Yeah, that's one thing of being a little bit further north. I mean, especially where I'm pretty close to the equator, and going outside every day feels like I'm fighting a battle I never really signed up for.
Yeah, you must be hot all the time.
Not when you got AC and you never leave the house because you're playing Zooter.
That's true.
Alright, so we've had our runners pretty much backtracking what the other has done, which is how we got a little off topic, and that's okay. That's good, because now MorceauLion is doing probably GTG. If they do GTG, they're able to go in and do some checks that Alexis hasn't been able to do, and Alexis just went into bottom of the well and was able to do checks that Morceau wasn't able to do. So.
Well, Morceau doesn't have strength 2, but he does have strength 1, which needs to go on the tracker, because he just picked it up from the field scrub. So Morceau did the exact same thing in that he didn't go to Forest Temple after picking up the strength, and is now going to clear GTG, even though strength 2 is in Forest Temple, and is actually logically clearable because that strength bow and hook was clearable. So actually, your logical progression could be in there as well.
What is? I mean, yeah.
The oak sigh. Do you want to say something, Coke?
You have Serenade.
Penny for your thoughts.
Where you get strength. It's fine because it's not really gonna hurt the runners too much. But when you have Serenade and you get strength where you get strength in the middle of Southern Field, it doesn't hurt to just go do your progression, which in this seed is a perfect example of you're going to be able to, clear a little bit more if you get that strength 2 in Forest when you go and do your progression. It's been a long morning, even though it hasn't been.
It's been a long morning, even though when you joined the voice call that you've been up for single digits, you said.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still, that was a long 6 minutes, I'll tell you. Hopefully we do get to see Dampe digging soon, because I think I'm getting a little anxious about it right now. Please. I know the time of day is hard, don't get me wrong. It's not going to be easy, especially completing Deku and completely flipping your time of day back to noon. Longshot cannot be chilling in shadow.
No, it
Longshot
cannot be.
is logically required along the path to get into shadow.
Because it not
yeah, it locks. Yeah, exactly. So the best thing that shadow could come up for us right now is either the gold scale or the iron boots. If you find anything else, cry.
You know, Alexis has not got a bomb bag yet, and because he has not done Stone DC, which is where that bomb bag is. That's another thing Morceau has done, so we may see Alexis lose time to that in the future.
Yeah, I mean, only 2 chews left. You've got to do Shadow, which is going to take up both of those chews.
Did a B1 skip from Alexis?
I guess technically, if everything works out perfectly, you could finish the game with 2 bomb chews.
Mm-hmm.
That's also best case scenario. Yeah, it is a little bit of a time loss going for the rest of the skulls to get that bomb bag, but especially since it's just in DC. And DC is a relatively quick dungeon. You could complete it in just about 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is the boss key and the cracked wall and water could be the third chew that you may need. I mean, at that point you have a wallet, and if you you're gonna get bomb bag beforehand. 100%. Trust Copium.
If you want to blow up the Beamos in Forest Trial, that's another chew. Actually, you would never blow that up with a chew. That's just stupid.
I'm just dying to see Dampe digging at this point. Please.
Yeah, you've got to set it to... This is Alexis playing not a Prelude now. Like, both of these runners have played this in a very similar way of not doing Dampe and going to Forest second.
I know these runners have this hint that Graveyard is Demorpha. Yes, there's the addict again.
Just do Dampe. We just need to see it. it's
Like-
it's hard to do, but like it's hard to root it in. But now you've got Nocturne. I just thought Alexis would be able to root that in a lot easier.
Wait, no, this might be actually... I think Alexis is doing it. I think Alexis is setting time of day here. Gonna go back child. Yes! Thank you!
You know, I did think that, and I was like, but surely you would just wait at that point.
Gonna grab the skull while you're at it, too, because bomb bag.
He still needs to get the skulls for 20. Yeah, alright.
I mean, what's faster? Getting 20 skull, well, 10 more skulls, or doing DC? I mean, you don't have the knowledge of bomb bag in DC, so it's understandable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how many chews he's got left.
2.
He does have a wallet. I mean, he's not got Nocturne yet, but... Could have bought chews. I think he had a wallet going into GTG, right? Because he did that before.
Yeah.
River. Could have bought chews there. Yeah, he's going to get... Yeah, Bones is right. He's actually going to get 20 in this run here.
forgot they haven't done night hack. That's actually super satisfying.
All right, Oak, hold my hand. Because we are sitting right next to each other.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening.
We're in the booth.
Oh, okay. Alexis using the bomb tube for the. All right, you're getting your bomb bag anyway. So.
Yeah. All right, long shot surely is here.
If this is Iron Boots, then strip me of everything, even my tunic. What?
We suck so hard.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Wait a minute. Have we seen a 30 skulls hint?
Oh my god. Don't. No way. Well, Iron Boots, if Iron Boots are in Shadow.
In Shadow. 100%.
If Iron Boots are in Shadow, then like the path is kind of like we don't need to think about other ball bags. But that hook needs to be somewhere.
Oh my god. Okay, so what I'm lost, okay? I'm so lost. No.
Don't
Have
be
we
lost.
seen
It's fine.
Hyrule Castle?
Okay, Hyrule Castle Fairy, but that's CL. That's CL locked.
No, yeah, you're right.
So where was Din's Fire?
In Forest.
In Forest. So, okay, what about Goron Pot? Din's Fire, light up Goron Pot. You don't need ZL for that.
Goron, yeah, Goron. Oh,
I'm trying to think of places we haven't done that doesn't need ZL and doesn't need to be like doesn't need us crossing the wasteland basically.
I will say, so Randobot does this thing where sometimes there's like a series of a few seeds. It likes to place items in spots. It has a little preference for things, and it's not really intended. It just happens sometimes, and you kind of notice the pattern. Child Goron City has been having items recently. And
Child Goron City had a bit of a break for S7. It was big in S6 as being the place for everything, and now it is just slightly just increasing again over the last couple of months or so, I feel like. Yeah, because the bomb bag, like things that are just like naturally bomb locked are fine. Have we done Hot Rodder? I don't think we've even done Hot Rodder.
Honestly,
because we've just not had explosives, haven't we? We've had 5 shoes the whole seed.
Alexis went in with no money. To go and drum up the money. It happens. Okay, we've got a left.
This is this seed's done, and probably is not a jet.
I mean, we're hour 30 in and pretty much 2 items from go. It's not too bad terrible. We've seen worse.
Yeah, we've definitely got like access to 30, especially with a bomb bag available that opens up DC skulls. The hook is pretty. Yeah, I don't think hook on its own gets you, because you've got to think about access to areas, but like the hook gets you a pretty long way.
Yo, congratulations, Alistair and Virgil. It was all left.
Wow.
Nothing is right. I will
3.
send you a pizza in the mail.
Whoa, you're all getting Oki pizzas?
That's 3. Dude, I'm gonna lose so I gotta pull out a second mortgage, dude.
But how does like delivery of pizzas from the area of the Americas that you are in work? Like, can it travel that far? Do you have branches in other places?
No, but just overnight shipping, maybe.
Is your pizza place like an independent one?
No.
Okay.
No. There's more than likely a pizza place of this name somewhere near you. But
Pizza places near you. Do you think I have one of your pizza places near you?
There are local hot pizza places in your area, yeah.
Whoa! If I ask for an Oki pizza at this pizza places, then
They're
will they
gonna
give
look
me an
at
Oki?
you and probably.
I was like, so Oak said I can have a pizza for free, so can I have it,
And
please?
you may be escorted out, but it's
All right.
fine because
You'll have to DM me your chain so I can inquire. Unless you don't want to, that's fine.
Oh no, that's fine. I've said it before.
Oh, have you?
I believe. Pretty sure Tobias knows.
Okay.
Yeah, blame
paying those
Chuckles.
door dashers.
That's what I usually do. I blame Chuckles. I also give Chuckles praise where it's definitely due, but blame Chuckles for saying Jet 4 minutes in.
Jesus' house is cheaper than a large Domino's in the UK. I don't order from Domino's. Actually, to be fair, I just don't order pizza like that. I think, sorry, Oak, but I think pizza is grotesquely overpriced.
I will say in the past like 10 to 15 years, like the price of pizza has shot up ridiculously, and I think it's because like it used to be this cheap option to feed a lot of people, and that's why it got so popular. But then tons of pizza places realized, oh, we're selling like family meals for like dirt cheap. Let's change that. And I'm not on that boat, I'll say. I like to keep prices very affordable because I have that power. But yeah, maybe get some Chinese takeout.
You know what? Just all takeaway is expensive. Like, yeah. Anyway, we're in Shadow Temple. This is new. These are new checks.
Yeah, we're probably gonna find iron boots in Shadow. Then
I expect it.
Then I think it's just rush like your lower sphere checks in yeah, definitely rush your lower sphere checks. You're not going to be looking in even if you get iron boots in Shadow Temple, do not go to Water Temple. Do not. I'm probably the most pro Water Temple person you'll ever meet. Okay, there's not many of us out here. But don't go to Water Temple.
No. I'm a Water Temple stan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could respect that because Water Temple, although is a gamble, is a pretty decent play. I mean, you got so many different types of lock checks in there. If you're looking for a strength lock check, there's one in there. If you're looking for a bow lock check, there's one in there. I mean, the entire thing's hook locked. You've got long shot lock checks. You've got I'm really trying hard here to sell the Water Temple play. But
it's much better in required only because the key logic gets a bit more fun.
Water is progression, but you're not going to find long shot there. You might as well go in with long shot, so you might just want to go check other checks other than water once you get to that point. So Child Goron City is like probably the, dare I say, the biggest thing you can check right now.
Wait, but what if irons are on the sun's grave and then the long shots in water?
Not possible.
Oh, because the Rang is in a ZL locked location.
Yeah, and also getting to Spirit requires
Getting to Spirit requires the long shot. Okay, yeah.
But it'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah. I knew when I was saying that out loud, I was like, "That's broken in some way," and I'm just not bothering working out why.
No, you're really trying hard for the water temple, and that's okay.
I'm bringing out the water temple.
I'm right there with you. It's just unfortunately not in this one. No, so I wouldn't be surprised to see irons in here. If you see irons in here, you also know that AD is dead. So you don't have to worry about that. But if you don't see irons in here, then AD is very still. No, it's not.
Irons are not on Dampe. We've done Dampe.
Yeah. No, it's okay. We just recently saw Dampe. So, and we're very heartbroken to see a heart container. Alright, show us the iron boots.
Big chest. That's dead.
That's... Yeah. That is the definition of nothing.
Yeah, we've already got all the small keys in Shadow Temple.
Holy crap. Okay.
And a Shadow Temple when we still need to do all the checks.
I mean, if you find irons on the next, like, 1 or 2 checks, you could just skip the rest. That's if they figured it out. Like, again, as you said earlier, like, we're sitting here just watching. It's a much different ball game when you're actually playing and trying to figure it out. I'll tell you, around this time in the seed, I usually just throw all logic away and I just start doing density. And that's a toxic trait I need to get rid of.
We said before, like, if Alexis kind of has worked out, he may do, like, early steer checks, but DC is one of those early steer checks. So I think that's probably the next thing that he does, and we know that's got nothing, so that's going to be a bit of time back for Morceau.
Uh-oh. Phantom Ganon's getting a little sketchy.
I've seen a couple of people struggle with PG recently, and we're in tennis phase. The key when you get to tennis phase is actually stand quite a long way back, because the distance doesn't matter with how many things you do, and you just give yourself maximum time. Okay, that should be it. Oh my god, we're gonna get DLC attack?
Oh, that's not good.
Oh no, not
So
he's gonna get hit here. He's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit.
Oh,
clutch! Clutch!
GG's. Okay, so what we mean by DLC attack is if you hit Ganon with 5 jump slashes, whereas he needs 6 to defeat him, or Phantom Ganon, sorry, then you get this attack where he likes to ride on his, like, little staff as a horse type thing and swoop through the stage and can hit you. And it's got confetti and it's super cool and sparkly, but it's also deadly and time consuming. So you really don't want to get to that point. But
and it's actually, like, it's an attack you shouldn't really see in the vanilla game, because he takes 2 jump slashes per go. And so you would get 2, 4, and then 6 hits and then kill him, and then you should never really see the DLC attack.
I definitely saw it as a kid.
There's a big chest there. It's the iron boots.
Okay, so you can go mode Shadow from this point on. You know your long shot has to be available somewhere early sphere. You could just go mode from this point until you get to that, until you get to doing those checks. And that does confirm that the Nocturne was path for the Iron Boots in Shadow.
Yep. Yep. Do we have the BK?
I'm pretty sure it was an early BK, yeah. Maybe I was looking at Morceau's BK in Forest. BK was in Pot. Okay, yeah.
Dude, what's our fire temple situation?
Scary.
like
No.
can have the hook shot, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah?
definitely could. Hold on. Cat was to Bongo, right?
Cack was to Bongo because
Hook
of-
shot.
well, that would mean the other hook is hook locked.
So maybe
For lens.
Pierre.
For lens for crossing to pick up ZL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot where lens is.
In
So-
Cack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes some sense.
Alright. Graveyard to Morpher was
Is this-
Nocturne to pick up the long shot. Lolon
Is it-
Ranch to Goma was Storms to pick up the Kikiri sword. What do you want to say?
I'm assuming you're consulting your piece of paper.
Absolutely.
Okay.
DMT to Volve was the hammer on top of DC. Kikiri Forest to Tower was the lights. And that's it.
I need to take some notes on this. Maybe I should get my own piece of paper when I ever do commentary so I don't forget these things. I usually just like mention it and then chat corrects me every single time.
The trials that are on are Water, Forest, and Shadow. So we'll get to see whether these runners actually know how to do the jumpy strat in the Water Temple. And how good their Forest trial is as well. These are actually some pretty good trials to see execution on.
Yeah.
There's some quick
I guess
strats in Shadow Trial too.
the other, yeah, Shadow Trial, yeah, that just completely trumped what I was going to say. Yeah, I was going to say Fire Trial has some cool movement, but Shadow is easily, like, way better. Like,
No,
there's-
Fire Trial's got good movement. No, Fire Trial's good. The boring one's Spirit Trial. Spirit Trial doesn't really have anything exciting unless you want to do the automatic, like, shield thing that he does, which is just slow and boring. And Light Trial, well, you know that Light Trial is really interesting.
Yeah. I think I also got tripped up in the Light Trial because I've never seen there's like a false door. Like there's a invisible wall that you have to walk through in Light Trial, and I got to that point and I was like, what am I supposed to do here? So like, I think I need to go back and rewatch my reaction on that one because
That's
I
pretty
remember
funny.
that was the first time I've ever seen that. Yes, I never completed the vanilla game. You could fight me. I got to Ganon's Castle and I said I was done.
Nah, enough people have played the game about it. Alright, Alexis didn't do the back.
Yeah. I mean, it can't have anything that we need.
Alexis is aware of somewhat of the logic.
Yeah, this is worked out for Alexis. Morceau's going to be catching up here. Now, the thing is we're pretty limited to where the hook shot or the long shot could be. It could be in Fire. It could be in Child Run City. If there's anything else that you guys haven't seen, please just let us know. But that's more than even if it's at the end of Fire, like Alexis is holding a pretty solid lead here.
Yeah, we've got basically this DC over Morceau's Shadow at the moment.
It could be one of those things where as soon as Morceau's done with Shadow, Alexis is probably, like, if Alexis chooses to go Fire Temple, but it's actually in Child Spirit, if he, like, full clears Fire Temple, and it's not in Fire Temple, and Morceau chooses to go, like, Child Goron City, that could be game deciding.
Makes sense for Alexis after this to do Fire Temple, because you could just play Bongo and go in there, and you've already beaten Volve, so you're just going to go all the way up to the top. You're not going to get stopped or anything like that, and it's not like it's beatable only when you're going to get, like, key lots as well. So I think Fire is a pretty good shout.
Oh yeah, there's the Big Goron sword here.
Yes, yeah.
And unfortunately, other than the other bomb bag, Alexis isn't going to be picking up anything else.
Oh, Alexis is gonna. Oh no, he got it. Wow. Okay, I thought he was gonna need to redo that.
Yeah, that was
That's like, how did that work?
I don't know. Alexis has plot armor, is what we're learning.
Yeah, it can be a hot rodder. It can be on Goron Pot. Yeah, can't be on Dancing Dad because that's CL locks. It can be on Pierre. Yeah, it can be anywhere in fire. If you're going to bet fire, then you have to bet a specific check in fire. 30 Skulls is live, yeah.
Oh, I really want to see a 30 Skulls.
It's, you know what, Mel, actually, ironically, there's actually a pen in my beard at the moment, and I will take a photo and I will send it to you. I actually don't know what my phone is. I've not moved from this desk all day, so I'm surprised I've actually lost my phone.
Chuckles, I'm a very happy person today.
Why is that?
I have the day off.
Oh, really?
I get to watch some Zooter. Are you kidding me?
Cool.
I'm almost tearing up right now.
So you had the day off.
Yeah.
And you got a delightful wake up.
Yeah. Got smacked in the face.
You got smacked in the face, and now you get to hang out with all your friends.
Yeah.
And not make pizza for everyone.
I mean, making pizza is fun. I will say, like,
yeah,
it like some people are like, oh, it's work. Like, dude, I personally enjoy it. I literally have a degree that I do not use because I make pizza. That? Probably. Does that tell you the state of the country I'm in? Maybe, but pizza's fun, dude.
Miss Dagger is correct. Oak is listing why his day is so good, and he has not yet said he's got to commentate with Chuckles 501 yet. So that just really shows like how low down on the enjoyability scale I am.
Get fucked. No, like I really was looking forward to this one. I was actually a little sad when it didn't get like pinged right away. Because I wasn't sure if it was gonna happen. Obviously the match was gonna happen, but I wasn't sure if the racing was gonna happen. It's always a fun time, especially towards the end of the tournament here.
We'll blame Jimbo.
Yeah, that's usually my go-to. Blame Jimbo, blame Chuckles. If something happens just in the Zooter community in general, you blame Jimbo, and if something happens in League, you blame Chuckles.
Sounds about right.
Jesus, Jimbo, get it together, man.
So if Morto does skip the back of Shadow as well, then this is only a couple of minutes difference. They're going to be heading into, I don't know, what would be the second half of the dungeon in my head.
Yeah, I mean, with the knowledge of the logic, you could skip redeads in the back, you could skip all of the checks in the second Gibdo room, you could skip the back of Shadow, because you're going to get the boss key here on Shadow Pod. I mean, we saw it on Alexis' side, but this is basically a test to see if Morceau also understands the logic. Alright, betting is closed. Alexis has finished DC.
I did not bet because I was adamant it was on Dampe Diggin, so I felt like I just couldn't bet somewhere else because I put so much of my stock in that, and now I'm broke, so I can't bet anything else.
Oh. Okay, this is...
Ooh.
Actually, what I would consider probably a winning play for Alexis. Because if you commit to fire, and it's not fire, then you're committing a lot of time to potentially allow the other player to catch up. Whereas if you do these small one-off checks and it's not the case, you could still probably get into fire before the other player. Obviously, they don't know this, but just speculating from where the two runners are currently.
I think Alexis is going to do domain first, which we have already seen. And also maybe he might do river. So some of these checks we've actually already seen. So Morceau is getting time back at the moment.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think this is one of the things that is going to be a complete player's choice, and I wouldn't be able to criticize it either way what you do, because until the computer scientist comes and tell us what the probability check per minute is going to be, then nobody fucking knows when you're playing a seed. But yeah, at least in these child checks, you're not picking up small keys, so they're all checks, compared to doing fire, in which half of them are probably going to be keys. But changing ages, and these checks generally are slower to do.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a, I mean, yeah, it's technically casino, but it's casino with, like, limited amounts of places. I mean, at least you could cut out GTG and Spirit, right? You know you don't have to go in there.
Mm-hmm. And I think the other thing to consider with going child now is that, I know you got Prelude, but you do have to change ages again, because you have to do water as adult. Yeah, Virgil's got a good point. You do need to set up Pierre, which he has not done yet. So, I completely forgot about setting up Pierre.
Wait, what did I do?
I don't know. You did something.
Tobias yeeting me from the comms box.
Eat that oak.
I don't know what I did, I'm not gonna lie. Did my thing ping? No, it didn't. My phone's off. Casino is overused in a bad term. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, but realistically, as a runner, like, it's like 50% of the time you get a casino seat. Like,
it's an adjective. It's fine.
yeah, I guess in this case, it's like, it's not necessarily a casino. It's just you know where the item can't be. So there's that. Let's see. Oh yeah, Alexis going down river. Check frog one.
He's gonna do frogs one here. So Morceau gonna do the back though. If the long shot's here, I'm just gonna leave the voice call.
It can't
just be done. Yeah, I know it. Well, according to us, it can't be. But I am wrong a considerable amount of time. Okay. So if it's here, I will leave.
I will leave too, because I have no business being here if I can't figure that out.
And then we can redeem the Trez reroll. And oh no, Morceau's done those 2 checks, and now he's leaving. Okay.
Yeah, rain chest could be a thing. No, it can't. Yeah, it can.
No, because if the letter is here, it can't be. Yeah, sorry. But if we find Ruto's, then it could be in the first check of Jabu.
Yeah, because Boomerang is ZL locked. Well.
Absolutely. Absolutement.
You know, no, I can't. Never mind. No, yeah. Basically, we're looking at Child Goron City. We're looking at Fire.
Mm-hmm. With 2 French runners, we really should be speaking French. So, où est le super grappin?
All right, let me go get Google Translate out. Could be in Temple des Fous. Could be.
Yeah.
And yeah, with that, happy 2 hours, everybody. We have made it to the 2-hour mark. We are currently just looking for the long shot. Thank you so much to our runners. We have MorceauLion 64 and Alexis. We've got 2 French runners in the semifinals. Insane. This is just game 1. We have a game 2 scheduled on Thursday, same time, 2:50 EST. Translate it to whatever time zone. Thank you so much to our trackers today. We have Lady Draco and we have Blue Roses for you. Thank you so much for tracking literally the rocks of the entire seed with all the mess up. It seems like we kind of slowed down on the internet thing, which is actually pretty nice.
We seem to resolve that, so that was good.
And thank you so much to Chuckles. Thank you, Chuckles, for blue fire arrows.
Well, I did not invent blue fire arrows, but the reason they are in League is because it was my only addition.
I don't
to anything.
That's okay.
And thank you for the glorious tree that is Okishi. Even though I wanted to catch a tentacle in your chat today, and Pyra stole it from me, so he can get fucked.
Well, that's not how that works. Like,
well, it does in my mind because Pyra can get fucked anyway. Whilst we were thanking everybody for this glorious restream, Alexis did hot rodder, but he did not do the pot, which is in logic because of the Din's Fire.
Oh no. Oh, that could be it. Morceau could check that.
And I think he's heading there now.
I mean, higher chances that it's in fire. But if it's just here, then it could just be Morceau taking the lead. So man, Tobias is just out for my blood today.
So
honestly, I'm here for it.
he's really
off,
he's really come at you today, hasn't he? Tobias is banning everybody. He's yeeting Oak from the commentary booth. He's dissing his Twitch spots. Yeah, Tobias is gone.
Honestly, I'll take it. If I'm gonna be banned, I would like Tobias to be the one to do it.
Okay, Alexis is now in fire, so we're literally in locations where this Din's Fire can be. So hold on to your hats.
Let's go, Tobias. Let's go.
Well, Oak was jumping in my bed earlier, and now he's flirting with Tobias. Jeez.
Alright, one solid pauses.
Gotta be in here. Like, it's just the way this game works, doesn't it? Like, this game is just brutal.
This it's just here.
Yeah.
It's
yeah. Yeah.
MorceauLion is gonna be taking off with the seed.
Yeah, it's just here. It's just here. Now, this is kind of when you say, like, Morceau almost deserves to win because he kind of deduced the logic and thought about the Din's Fire and doing it. So props for Morceau in thinking about it and doing it and getting rewarded.
Oh my goodness. Child Grown City does it again. I can't believe it. No, I can't believe it. I don't know why I said that. I totally believe it.
How many items have been spurted out of that pot? Like, just so many. Just pops out items left, right, and center. Like,
holy crap. Yeah, this pretty much is just gonna come. Seed's pretty much been decided at this point, but this Water Temple boss key is also gonna determine how quickly we can finish more fun.
Yeah, we'll try and quickly explain what just happened. So we've been looking for the long shot, and we know, and we won't go into it now because I guess it doesn't really matter, but we know that the item we're looking for, the long shot, couldn't be behind ZL. And normally the way you get that Goron pot check is that you play ZL, you light the torch, and into the Darunia room, and then you light the 4 torches to activate the pot and then throw the bomb in. But the other way you can logically do it is by using Din's fire with Din's and magic to light the torches and then throwing the bomb into the pot. Now, that doesn't require ZL, but it's logical. So Alexis has probably, after playing the game for 2 hours, just kind of forgotten that part of the logic, the Din's fire part of the logic, and kind of went, it can't be behind ZL. Here's a big chest. It's just a slingshot. It's not going to be anything. He's thought, I'm not going to do it because it's behind ZL. Whereas Morceau has either autopiloted it, which is probable, or deduced it in a way that he recognized that this was not behind ZL and therefore could have the long shot.
That was literally Morceau's only out, and it paid off. I can't believe it.
We have nothing else other than Fire Temple available to us. Are there no other checks that are logical?
Not that I could think of, no.
Surely. Oh, 30 schools. 30 schools was there.
Oh yeah.
Could have been on 30.
Yeah, 30 skulls. We didn't get a single 30 hit. That's insane. That's also scary. You're playing the entire seed and you have no idea.
Okay, so it's not a jet. However, it was quite a quick seed. We need to find the BK in water. We need to do trials, but that will just be a bit of an execution watch. I don't think the runner's turned on collapse, so we won't need to do that.
No, they actually have respect for themselves.
What? Excuse me. You're saying good settings that I've selected, but didn't you love doing collapse in those co-op seeds?
I died half of the time.
No, you didn't.
I died one time.
I've loved that collapse has been on for those.
It's definitely a change of pace, I'll tell you that much. Especially when you get to the Ganon's castle and you forget collapse is on, and then you load in and it takes longer to load than usual. And you start realizing, oh no.
Yeah.
Got DLC.
Yeah, True Lotus. There's lots of things that you'll see that you'll kind of question being like, huh? Like that can happen? Like good little glitchless tech, some kind of tricks, some glitch tech as well. Yeah, Skyrace, we had a good seed. We had a fun seed. It wasn't too shabby. Also took a huge lead by doing Goron Pot, which Alexis failed to do. Yeah. That's kind of been like a theme recently of people just walking past checks and not doing them. Like, wasn't the Yo-Yo Zaddy match decided really early because Yo-Yo just didn't do a check in Child Goron City?
Yeah, it was Hot Rodder had Boomerang, and you have like 6 minutes into the seed, you have ZL, Saria's, and Bomb Bag. I don't think that was intended by Morceau.
I was actually beginning like, is this like new tech that we're going to find? Because this looks really cool. Surely there's a way to utilize that. I might need to investigate that later. Anyway, carry on.
But Zavi chose to do the Child Goron City early on, whereas Yo-Yo did not, and it literally decided the seed, because then Zavi went on to go do Jabu really early and found out the hard way that Jabu was hard required and hinted, and it pretty much just shotgunned them to the end of the seed. And yeah, that's if you could do Child Goron City early, if it's accessible, I highly recommend it because it's, as we can see, a match decider, and it doesn't take too long. It's just, again, a little out of the way, especially if you're already full cleared Lost Woods and so on. I guess more so not very happy with the boss key placement there. Dropping a couple of bombs. Yeah, so this is Alexis actually getting Scarecrow to go check Pierre in Fire Temple, which just feels bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not much you can do about it. Can't the pop be done with Zelda's Lullaby? They both have the song. Yes. It's normally intended to do it with ZL, but Zelda's Lullaby was locked behind Longshot. So you could logically do the Goron Pot with Din's Fire and Magic if it's accessible, which is what MorceauLion was able to figure out. He still did it with Zelda's Lullaby, but he realized that check could possibly have the long shot. ZL was on Requiem. It was in Desert Colossus. It was on the Requiem check. So you had to cross over to get ZL, and you actually needed Longshot, logically, to get over to that check to go get Zelda's Lullaby. So you know that anything that Zelda's Lullaby locked isn't going to contain your Longshot. So...
Yeah, Mel, I think you're right that he didn't confirm it as adult. So Alexis is going to climb here and realise that he doesn't have Scarecrow.
Yeah, this is the great and mighty Morpha.
I'm going to predict that we're going to get raided by ZSR2 soon. You ready?
Okay.
I don't know when. It's going to happen soon, though. In the next minute.
The ZSR2 channel.
Scarecrow!
And back to... Yeah, it hurts. These things happen.
Sag.
That's one of the... So this is just a result of one of the downsides of going out of logic sometimes, is... Sometimes, I mean, in this case, it was straight up just kind of forgetting that you could do the Goron Pot with Din's Fire. But going out of logic sometimes isn't worth it if you're not able to logically follow the logic. I just said logically follow the logic, but...
Yeah, Ice was actually... Ice was skippable if you read the logic.
Yeah.
In the seed.
I mean, we got nothing of use in GTG and...
No. Could you have... Would it have been possible to skip all of GTG? So if you stayed in logic, you didn't have the letter, you didn't have opponents, you didn't have the long shot. Long shot's your go mode. Then you have no need to cross. But if you stay in logic, you need the long shot to get ZL. But you know at that point that your path to graveyard is going to be the Iron Boots.
Yeah, I think with the fact that ZL is also going to be required for Water Temple. That like you're probably as you're passing GTG. I don't know. This is one.
It's definitely alt universe stuff. We're gonna see Forest Trial out, so we'll see how Morceau does with Forest Trial. All right, I'm gonna try out this method. All right, I think he abandoned the swivel method, but
there's the BMOS you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, there's that BMOS that you could explode. All right, looks like first time Forest Trial, so he needs to press the switch.
Oh my goodness.
And not get yeeted off. And he's like, how do I get that? Does he know there's a switch there?
I mean, he's seen the switch.
He's going to find a video. No, please.
Actually, getting
Press
rid
the
of the
switch.
BMOS.
There's a switch. You can see it. Look at the switch. Look at the switch. Also, there's a switch. Look down. Down left.
It's right
There's a
there.
switch. Also, press the switch.
Okay, who picked Trials?
I think it was Alexis. Also, my love.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
No, Morceau!
No.
All right, try again. All right.
No.
Okay, that's not how you do this. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Find a video. You're a billion years ahead, Morceau. Just stay calm. There we go. That's how you do it this way. There's a switch. Press the switch. You can see the switch. Look, it's there.
Surely that switch was not there last time.
No! Oh dear.
Okay, we almost got it. Nope. If you just wait a little bit longer, that fan will actually push you in the right direction. Please don't die in the
He's gonna
forest.
die. He's gonna die.
No.
Morceau. Yeah, like if you let the wind blow you with the hover boots on, you actually don't even need to press the switch, and you will go into the silver rupee. Wait for the fan. There you go. Okay. Now.
All right.
Switch. There it
He
is.
sees it.
He's got it.
Let's go.
Let's go, Morceau.
Hey, we're learning right here along with him how to do the trials.
Let's go, my dude. He's like, he's taking a breath. He's like,
All right, that is 1 of 3 down.
Yeah, well, he should know Shadow Trial. And then is he going to know the jump for the water trial? After seeing that, I'm going to say maybe.
Probably, we might see a vanilla water, and that's okay.
Hey, Fox, at least they have the lens of truth, so they can actually do. They can actually do the trial, because without lens, it's just impossible.
Can we get a Master Quest overworld, please? Like, there's Master Quest dungeons and Master Quest Ganon's castle, but I want a Master Quest overworld. Is that bad? Yeah,
It's a
probably.
new overworld. Well, have you played like some of the ROM hacks? Maybe you should play some of the ROM hacks on your stream.
I have not. I have not played any of them.
It'd be good stream entertainment. I've seen What the Hells play a few of them. It's pretty good. There's like a couple of Master Questy kind of ones, like Gold Quest and Master Quest.
You know what? So like Archipelago is so for those who don't know what Archipelago is, it's multi-world but for multiple different games. So if you're familiar with Zelda multi-world, just mix that. Say I could play Ocarina of Time and somebody else is playing Kingdom Hearts, and we send each other items that we need. Archipelago has a setting. It's its own game, by the way, where it's literally just Master Quest water. That's all it is. I've yet to try it, but just so you know, it's there. Yes, I love how Sky was able to just break down what I said, what took me 2 minutes to say. It's cross-game multi-world.
Nice. Okay, Morso did it the vanilla way. He even did melted the blue fire without doing the hook shot jump.
Nothing but respect.
Hook shot jump, hammer, jump slash. Is it a jump slash if you have a hammer? Like, you're not slashing. It's like a jump mallet, a jump bonk, a jump.
I like jump bonk. Yeah, I'm gonna call it jump bonks. Doesn't really roll off the tongue though.
Jump sledge, jump smash. I like that. Jump smash. Jump bludgeon.
Okay, yeah, that rolls way
Jump
better
bludgeon. Oh, he knows he has to do that. Oh, and he knows he can like do that. Now does he know he can long shot to the torch? There we go. He can do this one. All right.
I was about to say maybe not to the left of the torch, but he still got it.
He got it. He got it. Morso, my dude.
Yeah, these are some cutscenes you probably haven't seen in a while if you're not familiar with the trial settings being on. I mean, there was a standard tournament that had trials on, right? Was that 4?
No.
5?
No.
3?
No.
Am I just am I thinking incorrectly?
A main tournament has not had trials on since I've been alive.
Huh. Yeah, so don't listen to a single thing I'm saying. Man, I could have sworn. Oh, okay, 4 castle was open at 2 meds. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think maybe like season 1. I don't know. Because it just wasn't an option in the randomizer, maybe. But even then, I don't think that's true.
I mean, that would be the first thing I would cut out.
Yeah, Kalo bringing back me winning matches because of. Was it actually? Yeah, I think it was. I remember beating Oak because of it, and then I actually beat. Who was it? Who did I beat? It was Menu. I beat Menu because of Water Trial.
Oh, I remember watching that one. It was literally a water temple difference.
A Water Trial.
Yeah, Chuckles, I think if we do this type of tournament again in the future, probably not for the main tournament, but if we do a different type of tournament, I think Trials is your play, man.
And yeah, and I really actually wanted to pick Trials more, but people kept on banning Trials against me. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you win the one time, then people start realizing.
I was kind of keeping it in the back pocket, so I wasn't really like playing it, using it, and then I was going to kind of whack it out, and then yeah, Hollow banned it against me 3 times.
Well, I will say it did work where it was necessary. So,
yeah, it works beating you, and that's all that matters.
I'm not salty.
I should make a video about Trials, yeah. Specifically, Hookless Spirit Trial.
Yeah. I mean, just one whole video of all the tricks to do Spirit or Trials, just all in the different ways that you can do it. So, one thing to note about Alexis is he's still trying to grab skulls because he doesn't know. He's actually out of checks as far as he knows because he didn't really remember the Goron pot.
Yeah.
He's out of checks other than 30. So, especially not having that 30 hint. going to be grabbing a couple of skulls along the way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to hookshot extension to get that fallen platforms skull and stand in a very specific spot.
Technically, I can't believe I'm pulling this out. Technically, you could get that skull with Aurora's Wind.
No, we're talking about the one in the fallen platforms room, not the one on the pillar.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. It's alright, you can show off with your other knowledge, Oak, if you want.
Hey, I only know because of Daredevil.
Yeah, the real Ganondorf is actually much easier than the Phantom Ganondorf. He doesn't get back up, unlike the other one.
Yeah, Alexis had 25 skulls.
Oh, what's going to be really kind of embarrassing as well is that, well, not embarrassing, but like, we're on a 20-minute delay, so Morso could have been watching himself not too Forest Trial.
Morceau, we love you.
This might be pretty
Congratulations on the win. We were laughing with you, I promise. Even though you probably weren't laughing.
There's detail. Alright, GG's. Morso. The long shot was in the Goron pot. There's logic behind it. Go and watch the VOD.
Apparently, Phantom Ganon's horse's name is just Phantom.
No. Really?
Yeah. Alright, GG, MorceauLion. With a finish time of 2:27.48. MorceauLion is currently up 1-0 against Alexis. We still have a game 2. Game 2 is going to be played Thursday, so 2 days from now. Thursday at 2:50 p.m. EST. With daylight savings time recently, I'm not even going to attempt to try and convert everything. But yeah, GG's to MorceauLion. Yeah.
We're back to normal.
Same exact time as today's match. How about that? Just 2 days from now.
2:50 Eastern, 8:50 European time.
And 7:50 if you live in UK.
Good old Blighty. Alright. I can't imagine we're going to be getting anybody in for an interview.
I don't know. Everything's in French, so
The world is in French. Okay.
At least we're gonna be able to see 30 skulls. Until somebody stops us, we're just gonna keep watching Alexis.
Alexis does continue, and Alexis will finish.
Yes.
But I can't imagine that we're going to stay around and watch that. Alright, okay. Well, let's... I mean, I just spoiled it for everyone.
Oh, it's on the screen. It's already on the screen. Okay. Yeah,
oh,
no,
it's already... They've changed. They've transitioned.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I did not spoil anything. Alright, okay. I think we'll probably call it quits there then.
Yeah, it looks like we're being kicked out, Chuckles.
Tobias is yeeting us from the booth as well.
Yeah, I think they're going over to the French restream for interviews since both of them are French, it looks like.
We.
Temple de Feu. You gotta learn something new every day, or else you're gonna get stale.
I'm not even gonna say like what French that I know. I already asked where was the long shot, so it's fine. All right. Cheers, Morceau. Cheers, Alexis, aka Lagsland, for that race. That was fun to watch. Thanks to me, I'm brilliant. Thank you so much for myself being here. Oak, it's a pleasure that you were able to join me today, and you didn't. It's good that you weren't late this time round.
Thanks. Thank you for blue fire arrows.
Thanks for blue fire roses for you, and Lady Draco for all of the tracking. Ah, Morceau's in chat. GG, Morceau.
GG.
And also you forgot our trackers, Lady Draco and Blue Roses.
No, I said them. It's fine.
You did.
You just weren't listening to me. Don't worry, VT
No,
Slacker.
like most people.
we can see that I was not listening to the vast majority of people today. So.
All right, but again, give our runners Alexis and MorceauLion a follow. But coming up on the ZSR network, of course, we have game 2 of this race coming up on Thursday. We also have races from Skyward Sword Randomizer Remlets Tournament, Majora's Mask Randomizer Zora Easter Tournament also going on. And tonight we have game 3 from the grand finals of the Zelda 2 Randomizer Random Percent Tournament. But I'm going to pass you over to Eggmeister, who's playing some more Zooter. So if you want to keep watching some more Zooter action. But other than that, I'll see you next time.
Not just any Zooter. No logic Zooter.